Hello viewers and welcome! This is Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, a new let's play on the channel. Yay! Yeah, we are playing as Gale, a male convict. So the story is that we were imprisoned, and when the disease broke out and the zombies start crawling around the world, they also attacked our prison, and in all the chaos we managed to escape the prison, and we ran through the woods, we ran through the streets, through the roads, through the cities, and the only safe building that we saw in the distance was this evac shelter where we are at the moment. So we ran for this building, and luckily we arrived here. Now we are safely closed here with one of our friends whom we met on the road running here. So we will talk to our friends a little bit later, but let's take a look at us. Let's take a look at Gale. Gale is a very strong man. Dexterity is an average rating, and a little bit below average intelligence and perception. Gale also doesn't have a lot of traits. The only trait that he has is that he is a little bit of optimistic guy, so he always looks things from the bright side. So in general he is happier than others, which is probably a very good trait to have in this crazy dangerous world. As for the other skills over here, he knows a little bit about driving. He did fire a few submachine guns in the past, and he knows some basic survival skills, and while he was in the prison he also learned a few basic melee skills, so you know he's capable of punching someone in the face if he feels like it, but he's not really, he doesn't excel at anything. So he did escape, and now he's safe here in this evac shelter. Let's just check how does the neighborhood look like. So, well, this evac shelter is safe now, but to be honest, this evac shelter is placed very close to the city of Marlow, and he can even hear right now a few zombie hordes to the northwest from the shelter where he is. He probably saw them running here. He was running with his friend along this road, and they managed to escape and hide inside without anyone noticing. So I assume that his prison was somewhere in the south, but this is something that he doesn't remember very clearly. It was all very confusing for him. Because he was more or less afraid for his life, so saving his life was the first thing on his mind, not really tracking where he was running. As I said, he met a friend. He met a friend on the road running here, and this is the friend here. It is Frederick Oswald. I think he has a wood axe, so I assume Frederick is a lumberjack, certainly somebody who was working in the woods. And well, when the confusion started, when the zombies started appearing from the fields, Frederick thought, well, I probably have more chances if I just join this guy Gale here, and so that's why they came over here. But to be honest, these two guys didn't really speak much. As I said, the saving their lives was on the top of the priority list. So maybe the time is now to maybe for them just to have a few words. So Gale will speak to Oswald, and let's see what can these two guys say to each other. So Oswald says, "I can't believe it happened, and what's the matter? My mom, she was killed." Okay, so apparently Frederick's mom turned into a zombie, and Frederick just wants somebody to help him put her out of her misery. And yeah, Gale will, as a ex-convict, to be perfectly exact, he is still a convict, but he is the convict that escaped justice. He will say, "Oh, of course, not a problem, we can do this." So this just gives Frederick a little bit more of confidence in this guy. And then Gale feels confident enough to even ask Frederick, "Will you travel with me?" And, you know, agreeing to this first quest, Gale thinks it's perfectly okay to say we're friends, aren't we? But Frederick says, "Yeah, I don't think so, and we can just say okay." But so they will not travel together, they will not join together on their adventures, at least not for now, but things may change in the future. Maybe we can ask Frederick for an item, because at least we are doing this task for him. And let's see what will he. And he gave us a lighter. A lighter is actually quite a useful thing, especially at the beginning when you need one. And we will say thank you. Then I think with trading items, let's see what he has. He has just some cola and coconut milk. Well, Gale doesn't want this just yet, so he has other problems on his mind. Let's look at him. So Gale, as I said, he fled from the prison, so he really has just the prison clothing on, which is not very good. It's just a basic shirt and pants. And he has a shiv and a lighter, so this guy is not exactly prepared to survive. And surviving is priority number one. Now, let's talk about his more of a midterm or future plan, and that is Gale's plan is to build a zombie zoo. A zombie zoo. So he has this vision in his mind, because you see, this guy was in prison. He was a zoo manager. Gale was a zoo manager who was just, let me put it like this, he was not managing the zoo very carefully. He was taking a little bit of money for himself, so the zoo's revenues were flowing into his pocket rather into the institution itself, and he was doing this really excessively. That's why he was imprisoned, just to be better. But the opportunity came, and now he is out, and he has an idea. Times are different now. This virus is outside, all the people are now zombies, and why wouldn't I build my own business? Let's build our own zoo and imprison these zombies, so and have at least one specimen per cage, so that random adventurers can take a look at these specimens for their amusement. Some of them may even want to study them a little bit so that they know what to expect when they meet a zombie outside in the field. And Gale figures out this would probably bring me some money. There are people outside who would pay to take a look at these creatures. Also, he's thinking there may also be National Guard or the scientists that may be interested to studying these specimens once they are captured in the cages. So But of course, he's not doing this for any altruistic reasons. His only ambition is to earn some money. So yeah, we will build a zombie zoo. This means that Gale will have to build for every creature that he wants to capture, he will build a cage first, and a cage will be really a 3x4 building. Probably it will be from wooden walls. On the front side, it will have reinforced shield, windshield, or reinforced glass. So better to say it will be a window from reinforced glass, and the whole front wall will be a reinforced window glass. And on each side of the cage will be two metal doors. You need two metal doors just to be able to capture a zombie. And on the back side will be just a wooden wall. So, of course, he will capture the zombie simply by kiting the zombie towards the cage, then running through the cage, shutting the far door, running across and shutting, once the zombie is in the cage, shutting the other door. And since both doors will be metal doors, of course, the zombie will be safely secured in the cage, and the front side reinforced window wall will allow for easy viewing from the front. So that's the idea. That's his idea. He will try to do it, but of course, for now the priority is survival. But just to have an idea how hard and what Gale needs to acquire to be able to build these cages, let's see what kind of skills and resources he would need. So to build a window, to build a reinforced glass window, we would need a fabrication of 8. We would need reinforced glass. It's something we can get from the military cars, and we would need some metal sawing and hammering tools. So just to have an idea. Then to build a metal door, we need a fabrication of 7. And we will need 2 steel platings, which we can get from the cars. We would need some scrap metal or lump of steels or chunk of steels, plus some tools, bolt turning, metal sawing, and hammering. So definitely something that it's not within our reach right now, but as we play the game, as we develop, as we get more tools and skills and materials, this will become available for us. And I think to build a wooden wall, let's just see how, if we want to build a wall, any wall, but maybe a wooden wall is easier than a brick wall and metal wall. So wooden wall requires fabrication of 2. So the highest we need here is fabrication of 8, plus some tools, plus and we would need nails here. So this is just an idea how difficult or easy this will be. But as I said, this is far in the future. Right now what we need is basic clothing, we need some food, we need some source of water, and of course we need to check if the environment is safe or not. So of course let's just move, let's see, if you look at the situation to the north and to the west, we have the city. So probably let's peek through the curtains over here and see how does the outside look like. It's pretty calm, I have to say. Nothing too dangerous. Let's look through this. Peek through the peek through the curtains. Yeah, same situation. Quite safe. But let's check over here. peek through the curtains. Yeah, we have actually a pool very close by, which means probably swimmer zombies. But I don't see any zombies outside. Maybe, yeah, we have a zombie child very far in the distance. We will just check the situation from every location. There's nothing in these lockers, which is less than ideal. Wow, okay, we have a few friends, quote unquote, here. So 3 zombies without any means to fight them. Even these 3 are too much. So we will not go outside into the northern side. We will peek through curtains over here. Well, it's all safe over here as well. So what we need right now is just something to be able to bash this furniture. Let's go through this southern door. See if we can get something heavy, something. You know what? We will just tear down these curtains. Yeah, I'm hoping that this is safe enough. It is away from the city. We will pick a heavy stick, wield it, and we'll go over there and bash these lockers. It is possible that zombies to the north will hear us. Because we are making 7 sound. Well, maybe 7 sound. It felt like that they are a little bit farther away, but okay. So now that we have this, we will pick. Maybe if we open the curtains over here, nobody can see us, and we can now craft a makeshift crowbar first. Okay, we will wield the makeshift crowbar and drop the heavy stick. Now, we can make a knife spear as the first weapon, which is definitely something very useful to start with. But to do this, we need a long string, a rag, and a spike. And we don't have. Does this have any? This has just butchering quality, so we would need to make some kind of a knife first. And to make a knife, we need a spike and 2 small strings. This is something we can do. Let's close these curtains for now. Survivor zombie. Wow, where is survivor zombie? 2 survivor zombies are coming from the south. This is very very dangerous, and exactly where we don't have the curtains. So I will take this and I will wear the sheets. Yeah, and ooh, survivor zombies are actually coming into this building. How did they manage to do that? Now we have a big problem on our hands. I didn't expect this, really. How did they were actually gunning straight for us, like they were knowing. These may be the pursuers we were running from. Yeah, these were probably the guards from the prison, and somehow they managed to. Somehow they must have managed to find where we were hiding. So I will just drop these sheets. Drop the sheets. I'm hoping that our lumberjack, our friend is wielding a wood axe, and he has a polo shirt, leather gloves, hoodie, boots. Wow, but we will need to help him. They did come slightly faster than I would like to. Let's wait a little bit more. Wow, Frederick, you're the man. The survivor dies. Perfect. And we have one more. He just, wow, he is really a beast. Wow, and we have more zombies coming in now. We are not fit to fight them, so we will, I hope that our friend can just deal with this. I will hide. So he is now surrounded by 2 Zeds. Let's help him over here. Oh no! Let's see. Okay, survivor zombie is nearly dead, so we may have a chance here, but we should fight them one by one, and we should not get cornered or still. Let's start running. I want to get them on the counter, and I would like to get so the survivor zombie is really strong. Plus we also have now a grabber zombie coming for us. Should be very careful now so that we don't get grabbed. Okay, we did get hit twice. So I am just fighting because the grabber is standing in the window. Okay, perfect. I mean, it's not perfect. I was really not expecting this. But I was not expecting 2 survivor Zeds. I don't know how they, I mean, I'm positive that these guys were following us from the prison, and these were the guards who turned Zeds, and they were just chasing us. So, but you know, it's not all bad. We did get bitten. We have a little bit of a damage on the torso, head, arm, and legs. We have pain. We did, you know, our shelter is a little bit damaged now and a little bit more dangerous, more exposed. I know there's more Zeds out there, and I think, you know, thanks to our lumberjack friend Frederick, we did survive this. He also had a Ruger. Oh, is that? I don't know if that's probably the survivor's weapon. And the wood axe is really good. I mean, even if we have to defend ourselves, even wood axe would be nice. Plus we got leather gloves, we got a hoodie, we got the boots. Let's check. Yeah, so we didn't even have anything on our feet. Just put on the hoodie and leather gloves. Yeah, so our friend died here, but you know what? We will revenge your life. A wood axe is really nice. Let's check these bodies here. Candle, well, no, not really. Over here, all these cards are useful. A makeshift knife. Actually, that's butchering and cutting. It's something that we wanted to build for ourselves, right? Yeah, so something that we need. Makeshift knife. Where is the grabber? So there are both zombies over here, right? Yes, survivor and grabber. Okay, okay. Now let's be careful. Let's not attract more. I would like to board up this window over here because more... Oh, I'm still running. Wow, stop. Now if you want to board up the window, build, let's say, window. Board up the window. We need fabrication of 1. This should be relatively easy, and hammering of 2. Okay. To get to fabrication 1, we need to, I think the best way to do this is just build some lockpicks. Let's build, I don't know, 10 or 8, maybe 8 of them. It is not enough. Let's see what fabrication. We will also need a spike, so let's build a spike as well, because what I want to build is from the scrap metal. What I want to build is a knife spear as well. So let's do this first. Maybe we will bring our fabrication high enough so that we can board up that window. I'm afraid it will attract more Zeds. So what do we need for a knife spear? We need one rag, and that's pretty easy to do because we can cut up these sheets. So can we now build a knife spear? Yes, we can. Yeah, a long string that's on person. We have a knife spear. Perfect. Wield the knife spear. And yeah, drop the crowbar. So yeah, the another problem will be the storage. The shirt got a little bit damaged, but we need something for the head, something for our mouth before we go out, and something for the hand. Didn't we put on the gloves? Oh, we need to wear them. Wear the gloves. So we have leather gloves, which are pretty good. We are still wearing our striped gear, which will be a little bit awkward because people will think, I mean, we are a convict, so people will know that we're a convict, so they will be a little bit more careful when approaching us. But we still need something for our head and mouth, and probably the best way would be to build for the head a keffiyeh. Keffiyeh, okay. Wear the keffiyeh, and we can build, I think, a turban for the head, so that we are not cold, right? Turban, yes, 8 rags. Okay, wear the turban. Okay, so now we have turban on the head, we have a keffiyeh on the mouth, we have some gear, we have now the boots as well, which we didn't when we were actually running here bare feet. You can imagine how difficult this was. Now we need a little bit more of fabrication. We need to get fabrication to fabrication 1 to be able to board up the window. We also will need a hammer to board up the window. Let's see if we can make a hammer. A makeshift hammer has a hammering of 2, but we need 2 small strings, for which I'm sure we can find 2 small strings. Or not? Are we? Do we have? No. Well, we would need to tear down. I guess that's okay. What if we? Let's do this. Change of plans. Well, let's put away this glass sheave. Yeah, we don't need a glass sheave. Let's check the basement first. We have a basic weapon, so... Oh, we do have hiking boots over here. Perfect. Let's check what's in the basement. Slowly. Yeah, I am trying to move slowly and listen if I can hear anything. Oh, some food. Food is perfect. Yeah, and some boots. Okay, but these boots, so that's all that's in the basement. Food is actually very good. Let's put it here on the counter. So I just think we will have to actually no. Here we must have some, yeah. Oh no, it's just sheets. I already to make a hammer, let's check it again. No. This one. Hammer. We need we need 2 more strings. I think it's safer if I tear down these curtains. Take this long string and disassemble the long string. And now go up here. Hammer. Yeah, now we can make a makeshift hammer. We have a crowbar, a hammer, a knife. And let's see if we can board up this window. I am particularly nervous about this one. Oh, no, fabrication. Yeah, we need fabrication as well. So how much more? Let's build some more lockpicks then. Skill, fabrication, spike, yeah, makeshift crow. Let's just build some more lockpicks. Let's build 6 more. Yeah, and we have fabrication of 1. What about now? Board up window. So we need that's door. No, that's door. We need to find window. Board up window. We need 4 2x4s and 8 nails. That shouldn't be too hard. 4 2x4s, yes. And 8 nails. 4 nails. 5 nails. And now we will just move it like this. Working away. Okay, I guess that's close enough, should be. Yeah, we can board up window. Let's hope that this doesn't make too much. Board up window, not door. Okay, let's hope. We did 5 sounds, so fingers crossed that we didn't attract anyone. We can peek through this curtain to see if the air is clear. Yeah, the air is more or less clear. What about here? Let's peek through this curtain. Yeah, it's more or less clear. What I specifically like is that we have a source of water here. So that's a big bonus. But of course we also had some very dangerous situations. These 2 guys, these 2 survivor zombies, chasing us and running straight into, through the wall, straight into the shelter. I never seen something like this. But as I said, this was probably the result of us running from the prison through the fields from the guards. So I totally think that these were the guards who converted into Zeds. They contracted this virus in the field somewhere and turned into Zeds, and that's why they ran straight into this shelter, just to get us back. Okay, viewers, this is the first episode of our adventure. Very surprising, very surprising development already. It's totally unscripted, and I was not prepared. I was prepared for more of a I don't know, planned and structured start, but in fact it was very, very rough. We survived it, and of course the adventure will continue. And remember, our goal is to build a zombie zoo and cage as many zombies as we can, different species of course, and then show them around to random adventurers and travelers who want to see and study these creatures. We will continue when I return. Until then, take care and see you soon. Bye bye.